Hi guys, my name's Andy and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Rum Nation Jamaican Pot Still Limited Edition rum. And this is a white rum from Rum Nation, and it's a Jamaican high ester pot still rum, and it's 100% proof, and it's been bottled at 57% AVB, so lots and lots of power in there. It's a powerhouse of a rum, it really is. It's produced in St. Catherine in Jamaica, so that hints that it's more likely produced at the Worthy Park distillery, which is located pretty much in the centre of Jamaica and is some 40 miles from Kingston. And the Worthy Park distillery, they have a vast history of rum production and cane production, and they started commercially producing cane and sugar way back in 1720, so masses of history. In 2014, Rum Nation decided to revamp their bottlings, and their additions now that are adding seem to come in these new, shorter, stubbier style bottles. I like them, I think they're really good. And they are adorned with what we've all become with the Rum Nation range. We've all become used to the stamps on them because they add that little bit of extra style and class, a stamp from the country, and that is a personal touch from Fabio Rossi from his days when he was younger and used to do stamp collecting. I just think it really adds a little personal touch. It is a nice little touch. This particular rum is the first white rum that Rum Nation has put into their portfolio, and what I really like about this rum is that instead of quietly coming around the back door and coming in with a little smooth charcoal filtered rum and putting it in their portfolio, oh no, what they've done is they've smashed the front doors in and come in and put a real in your face unaged Jamaican pot still there. Absolutely credit for that. I think that's great because, you know, it's not playing it safe. I like that when people don't play it safe. You know, it's coming out with something in your face, putting themselves out there and bringing something a little different to the table, and that I think is a great thing. People should take note of. This rum itself, like I say, we're going to go over the bottle quickly. Lovely cork stopper, and I always like a cork. Hear that when I pulled that off? Lovely sound. Just a bit more class. I think it just seals the bottle better. The synthetic ones are okay and screw tops, but it doesn't beat a cork. The bottle itself, nicely shaped, as like I said, information on the back telling you all about what you need to know, a few tasting notes and such, and then you have the stamp, which we've all, like I said, become used to, presented very well and with class, as we expect. Anyway, when you first take your first smell, this is where it all starts to change. It really does hit you in the face. So, pungent, and I mean pungent, tropical aroma of mashed bananas and pineapple. Fermented mashed bananas and pineapples. So they've been left out in the sun to really ferment in the sun. It really is quite a powerful smell. It's beautiful. It's really pleasant, but it is, you can't help yourself, just keep going up to it. Nail polish is another strange one. Nail polish, a solvent. There's a solvent smell in there, and I'm in the building game, so I can only put it down to this. Really does, when I smell that, it makes me think of plumber's pipe weld, and that is that little white tub of solvent glue that you get and you put it around your pipe joints to seal them. It really is very reminiscent of that. There's a plasticky smell coming out of there, and there is also a sweeter bubblegum element to it as well. It really is gorgeous. Lots and lots of powerful grassy and sappy cane and vegetable elements. It is just absolutely gorgeous. You could sit and smell that for hours. And then on the taste, my God, it's an explosion of punchy, aromatic flavours for sure. It starts off with a creamy candy floss sweetness that fades out, leading to those fermented mashed bananas and pineapple. Lots of sappy cane and vegetable elements, really prominent. And then you get a lovely tingle of pepper that tantalizes your tongue and your cheeks and just continues and continues. Which then goes to a lovely dry fade. It's beautiful. Lots and lots going on with this rum. And then we'll go for the finish. Extreme in length. It really is extreme, long finish. It's a mix of solvent. There's lots and lots of licorice coming in there. Tobacco with a lovely background of subtle background of candy floss sweetness. It is beautiful, really is a great rum. I love the fact, like I said, it's coming in there bold and saying, here we are, white rum, Jamaican pot still, have some of that. And it is a great rum. I've tried this, I've been adding this, it says on the back about mixing with it. My God, Mai Tai, replace your white rum, you're putting in the Mai Tai with that. And by God, you'll be having them all day long. It's just great. It really, the flavours are so in your face that they come through beautifully, and you just get them in the background. I love it. It really is good. All I can say is the only downside is that I can't seem to find it anywhere in the UK to get hold of it, and so hopefully at some stage we'll be able to. Other than that, my name's Andy. This has been my review of Rum Nation Jamaican Pot Still Limited Edition. And until next time, enjoy.